amables amigos. Welcome back once again, Club Lucha Podcast. It's me, one of your hosts, Foos. This time, not alone, alongside the very honored and welcome Soups and Floke. How y'all doing this evening?
Hey, we're back.
I feel like the great Buddha.
Feels like the...
No knees?
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Gotta shave your head.
Actually, no, I feel like Jeff Hardy, my back is beyond broken.
Oh, man, get this man his keys.
Man. Oh, man. Hey, listen, we're back. We're back. Club Lucha Podcast, full strength, back at it. We've been, we actually meant to record this episode like, golly, let's see, what's today?
Week.
October 14th. Aniversario was the 19th?
Yeah.
Maybe like 3 weeks
Something
ago.
like that.
But, this was supposed to be like Aniversario, but a lot of time has passed, so we won't dwell on that too much. Obviously, we're gonna give our thoughts on it, but we're not gonna go as detailed as we would have fresh off that. I'm not really sure what other podcasts though did like Aniversario sort of reviews. I'm not sure how many of the big ones.
That one podcast, I'm not gonna mention them because I have a certain feelings towards one of the people that's on that podcast.
I don't see very many. There's a few. I mean, obviously like the Lucha Podcast, but I'm talking about like the big the big wrestling podcast. They mainly stick to the big two promotions.
Your busted open radios.
Yeah, you're not gonna hear. I don't think they're spending a lot of time on any of these things.
Oh man.
Yeah. Which are your busted open radios going to be talking about IWRG? Like, I don't think so.
I need to hear Dave LaGreca talk about Spider Boy.
Yeah,
Spiderfly, sorry.
Look, they're not really touching a lot of this, so that's where we come in. We can talk about it, have a good time with it, and all that. But it's been about a month. We are firmly in the month of Amazonas for CMLL. This is the month of women, the month of October, the spooky season.
We love women.
Exactly. We respect women. We respect women's wrestling. We respect the CMLL Amazonas.
We respect women. Foos is a very big Marigold fan. Been following
now wait a minute. I've never watched the Marigold show. I don't even know where you'd watch it. I don't know where you'd catch Marigold shows actually.
In hell.
What do you mean? Wrestle Universe. Your favorite streaming platform.
See, I use Wrestle Universe for two promotions mainly. That is Noah. I watch Noah shows on there, and no, I think actually that is just mainly Noah. I think I watched a few Michinoku matches on there. I don't even know if it was Michinoku Pro actually.
You're not even watching TJPW, man.
Unfortunately.
Aren't you the number one hyper myself fan?
I very much am unfortunately not the number one Hyper Missile fan, but maybe one day I can be if I.
No, that's the GOAT Ocean.
They go to Atlanta.
Yeah, Ocean Soup. He has the greatest Hyper Missile edit ever. Yes, I have watched a few Michinoku Pro matches on here. I don't think they upload that much on here, though.
They only have two. They upload like maybe every 2 months. I think Mas Lucha has more Michinoku Pro matches up on their channel.
I went back. I watched an Atlantis match on here from Michinoku Pro.
Okay. I thought you meant on Mas Lucha.
No. It was
I didn't know Mas Lucha.
It was it was an old match. It was like when he was like Atlantis Maldad. Like
Oh yeah, I think because he had their junior, I think it's like their junior belt. It's a really sick looking. Yeah,
he was wearing the red gear.
Perro.
I think I watched a Caristico match on here too. Actually,
was he in Michinoku Pro? I don't know. I know he was in AJPW. He did a show one time. I think it was like a New Year's show, and he was facing Bismante.
Definitely, I don't remember. Who was against, but I do remember watching.
I honestly, so it was like what, post him leaving AAA?
Let me see. I will literally find it right now. I swear I saw.
I swear I can't remember if he only did AJPW. Because he had that like weird sort of phase where after leaving AAA, he was just sort of doing whatever the fuck he was doing.
So he actually, in 2016, this was September 2016, he worked 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 matches for Michinoku Pro, the 6th World League for them, the Master World League.
Hmm.
He did a match against Samba Rio de Janeiro. Then he did a match against Jackie Lynn, Sugi, and Revolucion. And then he did what is this? Like a trios match with Ultimo Dragon and Argos. I don't know. Yeah, I watched one. I don't remember who. I think it was against Samba Rio de Janeiro.
Oh god.
But I mean, it was. I watched it mainly for the intrigue. I was like, I didn't even know he did Michinoku Pro like when he was Caristico. I remember he did it as Komachi in like 03 before he was Místico. But I saw it on there and I was like, whoa, what in the world? Let me watch that. I haven't watched his AJP. He did AJPW after AAA?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure because he did have a match against the match is on YouTube. I know it is because I saw it on there. It's him versus Luis Mante. It was for like a New Year's show.
45th anniversary. Yeah, well, I have not watched it. Maybe I should go back and watch it.
It's a pretty decent match.
Interesting. Huh. He's never worked
yeah,
Noah,
we probably
though,
do
right?
have slightly Michinoku Pro. No, I don't think he's ever worked Noah.
Michinoku Pro is a promotion that I really like want to get into. I just have not made the time.
Shows. They have so many past shows. They actually have a big match between 2 Mexican luchadors in November.
Who and who?
It's
Oh wait.
Pantera Jr. is defending their junior title versus Sangre Azteca Jr. I think it's November 7th.
Nice. Yeah, I follow them on Twitter, so like I see them post a lot of their like posters and stuff, and like I see them post a lot about Pantera Jr. He's not shoot related to Pantera, right? He's like, or is he?
I think he is. No, I think he is. I'm pretty sure he's because they're doing a whole like build-up match where both Sangre Azteca and El Pantera are going over to Michinoku Pro to do a Panteras versus Sangre Aztecas match.
Oh, interesting. This is crazy. These AJPW Caristico matches are actually kind of crazy. Because what do you mean he was in there again? It was Caristico, Jun Akiyama, Kento Miyahara, and Ultimo Dragon.
That's insane.
Against Black Tiger, Diamante, Shuji Ishikawa, and Tajiri.
It's the goal right there.
Wow. I gotta get into. There's a lot of Japanese wrestling that I'm like, yeah, I gotta get into that, but.
We'll cover some of the Japanese wrestling lucha matches that have happened shortly. Let's get back on track to the Aniversario.
You're right. We've gone crazy off the rails there. It's okay. So, what did you guys think? Thoughts on Aniversario?
This isn't a pro podcast.
Yeah, this is not the Super M cast, the Super Lucha Libre cast. This is just the M in that case would stand for masked, the Super Masked cast, I guess. I don't know. Spitballing here. We're not
back to the drawing board.
Yeah. It's funny because
the show was good. Oh, yeah, go ahead.
No, you go ahead. I was just riffing. Go ahead.
Sure. I was about to say I thought the show was good, but not better than I had those leyendas.
Okay. Soups?
Yeah, no, I thought it was good to great. I thought there were some really high points. Even like the low points weren't totally low. Like the opening women's tag match, I know a lot of people were really low on it, but it was all right. Definitely didn't think it was a 1.5 star like Big Dave did, but agree to disagree on that. But I think the main event with what happened in the match before definitely needed to be swapped around because there was no match in the world that could have followed Mystico bleeding buckets, surprisingly.
You mean, what about Elliot Park versus Rouge?
Hey, wait,
Yeah,
well,
that's for the Azteca.
yeah, obviously.
Dude, imagine after that match, Rush and Elia Park just fucking brawling in the crowd.
It could go on at the same time.
They both get fired. They both get fired that night.
I did want to say, I did really enjoy Felino and Rey Bucanero. I don't think it was a good match by any stretch. Like if you just put like, if they were like two shadows wrestling, you'd be like, oh, this is kind of dog shit. But if it's two old dudes just kind of fighting, it's so awesome. And that finish was so stupid in the best possible way.
I heavily agree with you there, Soups. I did not hate that match, but like looking at it, first off, looking at the the Observer score was 2.5.
What did he give it? Oh,
Yeah, 2.5.
He gave that higher than the Wolf. Damn, he really must hate women.
Yeah, that's
Damn.
Look, neither one of those matches, I didn't hate them, right? I did not hate either one. The women's one I thought like was fine. It was definitely not 1.5. Like,
yeah.
I'm not gonna ask too many questions about it, but for me, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the whole show. I enjoyed basically everything on the show.
Mm-hmm.
What I really liked about the old man hair match was like they were killing each other.
We're trying to do some crazy bumps.
Yeah.
We're trying to do some crazy bumps. The only thing I didn't like is that I saw no destroyers, which I want to see if I've seen Ultimo Guerrero do a destroyer this year, I want to see Rey Bucanero doing one too.
I think that match is just like, okay, the thing is like age was the only limiter in that match, and I think they tried so hard to fight through it by like literally like destroying themselves on stuff. Yeah. And I think that they had I think they had a lot of good ideas, but like, your body can only go for so long.
Do so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so like, I get why some people didn't like it, but to me it was more of like two guys who like are very good like workers. I think Felino and obviously Felino and Rey Bucanero, like in their primes, godly.
Oh like, yeah.
I think
like if you're looking at this match like with a checklist, I can see how you get to a 2.5 star like rating for it. Yeah. But it's so much more than just checking boxes. You gotta like view the whole package, and they also kicked each other in the nuts, and that's just that's wrestling.
Dude, imagine if one of them did a burning hammer.
That would be crazy.
To the floor.
Look,
burning hammer off the stairs.
I will say though,
that's for the next one.
I understand the criticisms of people being like, well, I'm not sure if this was an Aniversario like level feud. Just because, they are way, way up there. And this probably would like main event like a Coliseo. Like this, I saw that on this, like this would be like a Coliseo main event for like a Saturday or something like that. Maybe a special Coliseo or something like that show. But, I think it was I enjoyed the match overall. But like looking through this, like I think a lot of these matches over delivered for me as well. And like there are some results that I was just like, man, I would have done things a little different. And the main one that I say that about, I think y'all are going to agree with me.
Maybe the second match.
Yep. Los Chavez against Los Villanos.
Yeah.
God almighty, like Los Villanos.
Excellent match.
Yeah. Just not the finish I wanted.
It's something about like, I don't want to say I'm over Los Hermanos Chavez matches because they're obviously still one of the best tag teams in the world, but there's something so deflating about the way they finish their matches, especially when you've convinced yourself that the Villanos are winning and they just lock those holds in and you're like, surely this isn't how this match is ending. And then it ends and it just leaves you so deflated, which I mean, yeah, I don't know.
It's partially blame Rob Diaper. The Villanos were winning, dog.
Look, I was so convinced. Like I was like, okay, they lost like two 2 tag challenges. Before that, I was like, it'll be all right, man. There's
Third time's a charm.
Yeah.
This is our year. They lost to both Los Hermanos Chavez and Trujillo and Magnus, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But,
and
like,
they lost to TJP and Templario.
what else is left
yeah,
for
I forgot
Los
about
Hermanos
that.
Chavez? Like, how many defenses have they cleared that record by now?
No,
A
it's
lot.
because they're trying to break the all-time record, the combined reign record.
Okay.
They're going to the combined record now? How many do they have until that?
They have like 23, 22, I think. So
All
we
right,
got,
well,
like, 8
you
more
could
defenses.
you
23 to go?
No. They have 23 defenses.
Oh.
Okay, what's the record at?
30 between Último Guerrero and Rey Bucaneros combined 2 reigns.
30? Okay. Well, I mean,
Space it out. Give him a tag run down the line.
I was going to say you could like put him on somebody else for a bit and then give it back to him. I
Don't say that. They're going to give them to Magnus and Rugido.
Oh,
Do not
man.
say that.
Yeah, that's monkey's paw.
I keep thinking Magnus and Rugido are going to lose it, but like they don't ever lose it either. Like I'm like, "Oh, but no, they just keep it." Which
Oh, yeah.
I like Magnus and Rugido. Like most of the time I like them. Some of the time I don't like them, but you know.
Perfect,
Dog,
like,
I was there whenever
mid-card
they won the
tag
titles.
team.
What'd you say?
I
Flip?
was there when I was there live whenever Magnus and Rugido beat Fugasa and Esfinge for those titles.
Damn.
You're going
It was a
nuts.
Sunday show.
Do you remember when Magnus and Trujillo had that unbelievable match against Futuro and Neon? I think it was in like the later half of 2023. I don't remember what month it was. God, that was so good.
Man, and you know what's crazy? It was in Women's Month. I wish the undercard for Women's Month were still as stacked as the last 2 years.
They
Man, how did we go from that match to Tessa Blanchard versus Yuga and the undercard?
Oh, listen,
Dude.
Tessa has some real like shooters. She has some real fans in
Yeah.
I've seen online too. Like sometimes I'll scroll the timeline on Instagram on the Club Lucha account where I'm following like only Lucha pages, and like there's a lot of people who really like Tessa, and I'm not for me. I was shocked they even brought her back. I was like, oh, well, she's a TNA warrior now, but no, not booked for this Friday though.
That is really surprising that she came back. Like, you think like AAA's right there, right? That's a very weird exception for them to make.
Yeah, no, actually, it really is, because like the promotional lines are drawn.
Makes sense.
What'd you say, Philip?
Rob Viper kind of had a thread going about this is kind of like CML's way of kind of doing the same thing where, they're like AEW will still have, for example, like Rush and, for example, Dralistico on shows, or they'll have like, working with like sort of CML adjacent talent or on the same show. So they're like CML sort of taking the same sort of risk and, bringing back Tessa, even though she's not technically signed with WWE, she's TNA.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder how that changes if, the rumors of TNA getting bought by WWE or have any hold any water or anything.
Hey man, let's hope it comes true. Either that or
Yeah.
I mean, come on, Triple H, Tessa Blanchard, right up there with Tiffany Stratton, yes, the other women on there.
Yeah.
That's what they
Right
won.
up there. She has very similar ideals and beliefs.
Maybe Triple H just doesn't know what Tessa said in the past. Maybe we just got to bring it up to him. Maybe he'll bring it right up to the main roster.
Anyway, TNA. Speaking of TNA, actually, they don't have like a single luchador on there anymore. Y'all notice that? Y'all seen that? Y'all heard about that?
No, I'm not locked in like you are.
I remember because I just saw Potro that said I'm making a video about Octagon Jr. and Laredo Kid say bye to TNA. I'm like, oh, whoa. They haven't even. I'm like,
there they go.
Like,
I've seen so many people being like, "Oh, they're gonna go to where will they go next?" And it's like they're signed. What do you mean they're in AAA? Like this was like an extra, like this was like extracurricular for them. This wasn't like they're still signed to AAA. Like they're part of the AAA, not even AAA, they're part of WWE. Like, you know, we don't even have to beat around the bush there. I mean, they're part of WWE. The you know, the AAA project that WWE has going on. They're there. Like, what will they do? I don't know. You know,
Exist, continue to job for NXT talents.
I was gonna say yet to be seen. Really, too much beyond the worlds collide. There were like, I mean, I remember there were a few like AAA guys who did like, I think, Raw and like SmackDown for a few shows, and I don't know that they've really been back.
Psycho Clown.
Yeah, and then now I think Wagner 3G, he's doing a match. He's doing like a program or something in NXT with what's his name? The Canadian one. Your goat soups.
Ethan Page?
Yeah.
Oh,
No, wasn't that didn't he jump him and then it was somebody else? It was Tavon Heights or whatever.
The guy with Noah.
I thought, see, when I saw that clip, this is how not locked into TN or NXT I am. I guess they're kind of the same. But when I saw that clip, I thought it was like an open challenge, and he came out and beat him for the belt really quick or something. I was like, oh, yeah, okay. And then it was like, obviously, it was like the Tavion Heights guy. But then they had an actual match, and Ethan Page just won, like straight up. I was like, oh, well, that was kind of a weird angle to do there. But
here's the important question: Soups, do you approve of Ethan Page as a Canadian?
Ooh, as a person or as a wrestler?
Is he above Vampiro as a wrestler?
No, like Vampiro was all hype moments and aura. Ethan Page doesn't have that. As a person, Ethan Page I think is a better person than Vampiro is, but
I don't know anything about Ethan Page as a person, but as a wrestler, I don't really know much about him either because I don't really watch. I wasn't watching him when he was in AEW, whatever AEW brand he was on. He was on Dark, I think.
Dark Elevation MVP, yeah.
See, I wasn't watching. I don't really watch NXT either, so. YouTube. Wagner actually has a match tonight, I'm pretty sure, against Lexus King.
Oh man, that's a barn burner.
I don't know, man. They I don't know. Some of these NXT matches, I don't know, man.
Does Lexus King still have the messed up hair?
I don't know. I think so. It's like long.
Tune in to find out.
Messed up hair. I hate his beard. That's what I hate.
Yes, yeah. Hair as a whole. Yeah, facial and
Dude,
stupid top hair.
Me off so much.
I will say though, the best possible outcome, even though I'm not really watching, I will obviously still root for Wagner. I think what I saw last is they might do like a championship versus championship because Wagner is the Latin American. He holds that belt against Ethan Page's North American. I can only hope if they do that. I pray that Wagner wins. Like I don't know. I could take a loss like that.
The motive between rivalry is so stupid. Wagner's like, do you see how many countries I represent? I just need two more countries to add. And I need to win the North American title to combine all of America.
Oh my god.
Well, he's a beast.
I wanted to say there's a very remarkable quality that Foos has. He's not even watching NXT and he's already like do or die on this imaginary Wagner 3G storyline. It's incredible.
Look,
I just watch it culminate out of Triple Mania. That's what's going to be the worst thing.
I root for my guys, even if I don't like, I don't like the style of NXT. I don't really like the style of most WWE matches. I feel like the pace is, I've said it before, I feel like the pace is just not there for me on a lot of these. And like, there's a lot of like pantomiming to the crowd, the facial stuff that I don't really, it's played different. So I'm not actively watching most of the time. And by most of the time, I mean like, I watch the Worlds Collide stuff. Yeah.
Highlights.
Like I watch the stuff that's like, directly Lucha Libre, like to talk about on here, obviously. And
yeah.
But that's WWE's not something that I watch for, you know, I keep up with for my own, you know, like, yeah, you know, stuff like that. Sometimes I'll watch AEW. I will say sometimes I will watch AEW because, you know, if they throw up a Hechicero or like a Mortos sort of match, you know.
Or an Andrade.
Oh, where is he? Where is he?
He's working in wherever he's booked.
Look, I'm starting to worry. This is a good. Thank you for bringing that up because I saw a clip from Dave today.
About Crash?
No, talking about Andrade, how he's not been mentioned since he beat up old Kenny Omega, and like they've not mentioned him. He does. I don't think he's on the roster page on the website. What's going on? What is going on? He got pulled from the Mucha Lucha Atlanta show, right? Pulled from that. The tell. I was saying this earlier. The tell is does he show up to that WWC show in Puerto Rico on Saturday? Right. What's going on? Where is Andrade? What's going on?
Yeah, this dude Andrade is the best to ever do it, man. No one knows what's going on in this dude's head. Secret family, gets divorced, leaves companies. What else can I say? Yeah.
The cycle of every luchador leaves major company, immediately gets booked in the crash.
I will say even Dave was like, he was like, he doesn't know and he doesn't want to speculate. Obviously, if Big Dave's not speculating, I'm not speculating. So he's like the king speculator, and he's not speculating.
We have to ask Soberano Jr. He's best friends with Andrade or something like that. We gotta ask him.
Yeah, they're buddies. I mean, literally the crash. He did the crash, and then has he worked anywhere else? Has he done anything else?
No, but he's already announced for the Crash's anniversary show.
Well, that's good. We'll see.
You still got your Observer subscription?
No, I let it lapse. God, like maybe like 4 or 5 months ago.
Okay, I was wondering if you had a Dave Meltzer impression in the chamber at all yet.
No. The thing is, I wasn't even listening to it. I was just reading the newsletters at the end of every week.
It's paying $13 a month to read Dave writing.
Yeah, I mean, look, hey, it's also a good like archive to go back and.
That's true. There's that guy that does that on Reddit or whatever that'll do like this day in Observer history or something.
On your favorite subreddit r/.
Yeah, no, I'm banned from there, man.
This is on like his 4th account. This is
yeah. No, one time, no joke. So I'm banned there. I made another account to comment, and they're like, "You do this again, you'll be banned forever."
No way.
Oh man. Free me, man. Free me.
We got to get you out of there, man. We gotta get you out off the New Japan subreddit too. You know.
Oh, I have not gone there in so long, dude.
Probably for the better, dog.
That place a hellhole.
I can only imagine.
The New Japan subreddit is talking about. I spent 2 years in the dojo. They're guessing up.
Place has got to be on fire right now with Takeshita winning the title. Oh my god,
they gotta be. It's gotta be nuclear.
They're probably saying that Takeshita shouldn't have the title because he didn't spend 2 years in the dojo.
God almighty, I can't imagine. God. You know, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I don't even like. I saw that about New Japan. I woke up and I saw that, and I was like, I'm sure people are taking this very well. Like,
I saw that, and then I saw that, and then the new rookie there, or something. Yeah, the new rookie they signed, and he's gonna debut at Wrestle Kingdom. Aaron Wolf, I think his name is. I was like, oh boy, I can't imagine what people are saying about him likely facing Evil at Wrestle Kingdom.
Oh man, that match is gonna suck ass.
I heard he's a beast though. I heard Aaron Wolf's a beast, dude. He's not a beast.
Yeah, but Evil's
gonna make him look like a fucking just the GOAT. Trust me on this.
Yeah, that's all I can do is trust you.
Bump and feed. You're gonna come out of it. You can think he's the next Inoki.
Higher ups. I'm not saying that much.
I don't know. Listen, we'll wait. We'll see. I guess. Like. I saw some people saying I've never stayed up to watch no damn Wrestle Kingdom, you know. Honestly, I barely stay up late enough to watch Well, not anymore, but used to.
Fridays.
Yeah. God almighty. Some of those Fridays, they go on to like 1 in the morning, 1:30. My ass is not getting up at whatever time Wrestle Kingdom starts to watch. Anyways, we went off.
Did we finish time by Aniversario?
No, we didn't. We went off on another tangent. Let's get back to
It's like 3 different tangents.
yeah, we didn't even. We literally stopped talking. We were talking about Los Villanos. We just kept losing. Then we went off on something.
We're out of practice.
Yeah, Atlantis Jr. and Sky Team against Hechicero Volador Jr. and Sandokan Jr. Good match. I thought that was really good. I see here it got 4 3/4. It was a very like Friday main event match.
Yeah.
Nothing to complain about there. Templario and Titan, they won the Copa Independencia tag team tournament over Barbosa and Dipunto. That match, like, they had to win back the crowd, and it was kind of like an uphill fight on that one, but I think they got it towards the end.
That was like the most disappointing match for me.
Yeah, I thought it was like a very abrupt ending as well.
I also thought they would go a little harder on that one. Like, it was fine, and they were trying, especially towards the end. I feel like they were trying harder, but yeah, I think you guys are right.
Oh, that could have been match of the night if they were given just like 3 to 4 more minutes, and they gave them like 8 minutes.
I think they went 9. It says 9:42 on here, so
dude, awful. Just
they didn't go to the full 10. The match before that, though, it's kind of funny because honestly, you could have switched the match times on the match before that and this one, the trios.
How much was the other one?
It went 13.
Yeah, you honestly, you should honestly think they switched it
because they could have just done an abbreviated Friday for. I mean, it was like the third match on the card. They could have just done that. It probably would have still been like 4, you know. And then Felino Bucanero, and then obviously, dude, my match of the year, my favorite match of the whole year. Look, hey, Místico and MJF. I don't even know if I got anything better. I don't know what else they could put on this year that would make me be like, yeah, that was better than this Aniversario match. To me, I don't know, man. I was watching it. Look, I was watching it. My hands were shaking. You know,
what a mark.
I was Super Mark that night. You know, my name was legally changed to Mark for like 17 minutes and 52 seconds, which is how long that match went.
Someone self-record that when the episode comes out. Clip that.
I was Mega Mark, right? I was hands shaking, nervous as hell. I was like, surely not, dude. Surely this can't be. Sweating, you know, arms spaghetti.
Oh man,
just masterclass. I just thought that was just a masterclass of a match.
Yeah,
I mean, like title versus mask too. Like to do that in his title versus mask, like a lot of expectations were very tampered because it was title versus mask, and that's because that's not the usual stipulation for something like this. But you know, credit where credit is due, and credit was super due for me. You know, I definitely super props to MJF, super props to John Cruz, super props to Místico, super props to Templario, who was the second in that. Yeah. God, there were just so many moments. I mean, like, to me, the things that stood out the most was like, I don't know, like MJF was just the perfect asshole for this. Like, he was brutalizing Místico, like put fear in my heart. There was moments where there was genuine fear in my heart where Místico was, I mean, bleeding buckets. Like,
yeah,
the bloodiest.
They were saying you thought he was about to lose,
dude. I there were moments where I was like, he is so like out of it. He was selling it really well. Like he was selling the blood loss really well.
Yeah, I don't think that was selling. I think that was just
like when he was knocked out of the ring and he was trying to get back in.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And he slipped, and then like he tried to get back up, and then the blood was on the rope, so his hand slipped off again. He fell back down. I was like, "What is happening? What is happening?"
That's the real shit right there, man. Yeah.
I was freaked out. Like I was like, oh man, like this can't be happening. Not like this.
Man.
And
it was so insane. I was watching this with friend of the show, Parm of Dusk Pro fame, and when Mystico got thrown into the barricade and he's kind of like in the fetal position away from everybody, I jokingly said, I'm like, oh yeah, he's like totally blading right now. And once he got thrown into that ring post and that fountain freaking erupted, basically, I didn't know where the hell I was anymore. Oh my god, seeing any amount of blood in Arena Mexico right now is a rarity, but seeing someone, as we say, trace the hairline basically,
yeah,
and and just a crazy amount of blood by any standards was kind of the shock this match needed to really make it an all-timer.
like a blade job so good that it was still bleeding the next day. Like
yeah
cut reopened.
That checked out.
I was like, no way. Like buckets, straight buckets. There was moments where I was like, he was drenched, like just completely drenched. I was like, oh my god. Like I saw people commenting who were there, like people who actually went, which God Almighty, what I would have done to be there.
Yeah.
Had I known it would be this good.
Get the time machine out again, yeah.
But obviously, even if I had known though, it would have been hard for me to make that show anyway. I just couldn't wing it this year. But Soups, I was gonna say, quick aside for Soups, who is going to be visiting Mexico City here soon. You excited for that, Soups?
Yeah, very excited. We've got 2 shows planned. We got the Halloween show and then the Coliseo the next day, so it should be good. I'm jacked. I'm trying to like suppress my anticipation to not get too worked up for it, because it's going to be an absolute blast. Give me one of them tall beers.
Oh man,
hit up the Freedom Bar and Grill maybe.
Oh, listen, I'm so jealous. I'm green with envy, honestly. Like that is
we're gonna visit the Hano Junior's burger shop.
Hey man, hell yeah!
You should definitely go and take a picture with Mystico at the store. If he's
like the Hano Junior.
Yeah, he's gonna take all my money from me.
You could probably find a lot of wrestlers outside of Arena Mexico.
We'll fight off that one, I can tell you that.
Yeah.
He's gonna beat the fuck out of me.
They're always in those stands around there, and they remember the tunnel.
That's what his name is. Yeah, they took it down because the government told them to.
Yeah, they took down the tunnel. I never even got to visit the tunnel.
I got to visit it. It was cool.
Damn. See, I wanted to go to the tunnel so bad. The tunnel's gone. They don't got it no more. You're gonna have a blast, Soups. That's incredible.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy hella masks off the street.
You're gonna be able to get the very cool Day of the Dead masks too. The Dia de Muertos masks.
Oh yeah.
Because of when you like.
Yeah, it's gonna be sick.
You're gonna get an excellent selection. Wow, that's crazy. What did you think, Flo? What did you think of the Mystico MJF match?
Mystico carried like crazy, dog.
That
was all him.
We need that isolated and clipped down.
That's unbelievable praise.
I think that match was all him, dog. I genuinely think you could have put any national, like, sort of like character, like nationalist piece of shit that's like, oh, USA #1, whatever. Other foreign countries bad, boo, they suck. I feel like you could have put like someone else under that role and it would have been just as good.
I don't think that's ridiculous to say, but
like MJF, like I feel like you could have honestly, like, it made me sound crazy, but if you put like Sam Adonis for some, like,
yeah, no, I think that's somewhat reasonable. Like,
I think the match, honestly, like, it would have been, just as good, maybe if not even better, because I prefer Sam Adonis as wrestler.
That's fair, but I will say I'm still giving super props to MJF. I still,
Yeah, he played his role the best he's played it in years. But like Floke was saying, you get a guy that can hit those same beats. Like it's you're gonna have magic there. But yeah, MJF has his things that are just great for those moments, like where he bumps his crotch into his face or whatever. Just kind of dickhead things like that. But like Floke said, like a Sam Adonis could easily and has done
Sam
stuff
Adonis,
like that.
Sam Adonis would have slapped Mystico in his fucking face with a tortilla.
Hey,
That would've been
it's time for Sam Adonis to come home.
It's a good formula. I will say I definitely see where y'all are coming from on this one. I think it's a great formula for a
Adonis,
match.
we come back.
But I will still say, on record, super props for me. Super props to MJF. I thought
For sure, and it doesn't get that mainstream appeal if it's a Sam Adonis now, if it rather than an MJF. But
it to me, and I'm just gonna say it like this, like maybe for me, the peak. No, I don't expect people to agree with this. Obviously, like everyone has their own favorite moments of the partnership, but for me, this was the peak of the AEW CMLL partnership so far for me. And I thought they've had, before this, the Homenaje a Dos Leyendas, and then like the Danielson Panther stuff.
Panther.
But yeah, just for my preferences, this was like, this is the gold standard right now. Like if anything can beat this, it's going to be really hard. Just like a combination too of like the environment, like this is the Aniversario, like all that blood, like just everything just came together in such a way that I was just like, this is incredible stuff.
Yeah, especially when it's contrasted with last year's Mystico Aniversario.
We don't even got to talk about.
Yeah.
Oh, look, I will say, Jericho, man, he probably...
You went to a Foley concert, right?
They should have put him in. Look, they could have put him in with like Felino, and it probably would have been, do that type of match instead. Like the Felino Bucanero match, but Felino and Jericho.
Man, why are you making Felino stoop down to his
Yeah, man.
He's just a bit past it, I think. And, I don't even want to think about last year. That was then. Today is today.
Yeah. He's going back to WWE.
So, I've seen things.
Hey, all right, man.
Jericho. Speaking of this
oh, God.
Speaking of Valiente, in a vacuum, I think we already talked about it a little bit. In a vacuum, not really that, I thought a lot of effort in it.
Mm-hmm.
It was devoid of any emotion.
Hard to follow. And I think
all the emotion was into the match prior to this.
Everybody kind of like, it was like everybody was spent, really. Like, you just saw a bloodbath, and you got to go to like, just a regular mask match.
Yeah, and this angle really has been teased for what, like a year and a half or so.
Dragged on.
Dragged is the best word for it, really. Like it just had no legs left in it, and you knew what the result was going to be. And yeah, like by the numbers, it was. I thought it was a good match, but really no drama. And multiple times during the match, you just think, damn, that guy was just bleeding buckets.
I wish I was watching Mystico again.
Yeah, but let me rewind.
He botched the finish too.
Yeah, they could kind of mess up on the hips. Little controversy for the rematch for the hair.
That's for the soul patch.
No, don't bring that up. I do not want to see another match between those two in a singles match ever again, dog. Never.
I would have killed if, this probably would have been an all-timer event if they went like Mystico MJF, and then after that, it was Averno and Ultimo Guerrero. Like, that would have been like...
Man, I wish either of those two guys were willing to cut their hair, man. I really wish they were.
Look, Ultimo Guerrero, he's had that same haircut since high school. He's never getting it. And he shouldn't.
No, he definitely shouldn't.
Averno's never lost his hair either, has he?
Maybe. I don't think he did
I
anything bad. He was mainly just in the. He was.
Did he just cut his own hair? I swear I've seen him with like short ass hair.
Yeah, he's been with shorter hair.
I don't think he's ever
That was whenever
lost
he
it
was.
though.
Cutting your own hair is awesome. That's crazy.
I'm about to go look up his Lucha Puestas record. A ver.
His one defeat is against La Máscara.
That's rough. La Máscara's not even wrestling anymore. Like sometimes, you know, that's. I was gonna say that's a lesson right there of how sometimes, like, prospects don't work out at all. Like, you know, like La Máscara, not the guy. Yeah, he's only ever lost. Forget. He only ever lost to La Máscara. He's never lost his hair.
Wow. Yeah, that's a stay on your record of it, huh?
He's a beast. Yeah. God, I wish he never lost his La Máscara. Damn it. Could have been anybody else.
Someone else. It could have been anybody else, but no. At the time machine, we're gonna make him lose to Cholo.
2011. God almighty. What did they see in La Máscara in 2011, man? Was he hooping like that? Was he up next? Is that what they thought?
He really was. Even back then, he wasn't. He was always getting surpassed by both Russian and La Sombra, man. Every fucking time.
I was gonna say, every time I watch like matches with La Máscara in them, like I'll be like,
yeah, he's there.
Yeah, he's good. Like he's not like, but he's never like the brightest. He was never unless I'm just completely missing matches. If you have like a match where you're like, La Máscara is the best in the world in this match. Man. Yeah, like send it to me. I would genuinely like to see it because every match that I saw with him, like he was good, but like if he was on a trio, everybody else in the trio, everybody was more interesting than him, you know, or like his opponent was more interesting than him. I don't know. That's I'm interested if there's any like ride or die La Máscara fans.
I don't think they exist, man. I think the only La Máscara fan left is probably both Rush and Andrade.
Who is missing? We need to find him. I don't know, man.
Yo, did you hear? Yo, since Rush keeps teasing a new LFI member, maybe it's La Máscara.
Oh man.
Oh, that's long term.
It's
Retail League.
Marco Corleone. He's coming back.
Don't even get me excited like that, man.
He'd be a better fit than La Máscara. Sure, I'll tell you that.
He's gonna show up in AEW, hit a crazy drop kick, leave.
Yeah.
He's the newest member of the Don Callis family.
Oh man.
Marco Corleone. Oh hell yeah.
That'd be beast as hell. Anyway, let's move on from Aniversario. I guess we can. The Pokemon show was godly. Okay, that was.
Yeah.
But yeah, Pokemon show was fun. I like Pokemon.
Yeah, shout out, man.
Good.
2 days.
Who's gaming also very big fan of Pokemon.
I love it, dude. I love Pokemon. It's so good. But obviously, like, I don't think there were any like match of the year matches in this, but every match was like very good. So this is definitely
shout out to Soberano Jr. with the gear.
Yeah, wow. The gears were good. The gears were really good. Like half the roster didn't get the memo, but like the other half that did. You know.
The Togepi Kira gear.
Great.
Yeah.
The Scotty
Sylveon.
Yeah. I didn't realize Scotty was Charizard because the little wolf that she has.
Yeah, it doesn't really look like a dragon.
No.
Charizard.
Yeah. But the colors, when she pointed it out, the colors do match. And she posted about it. She's like, yeah, that's Charizard. I was like, okay, well, yeah, no, I can see it now. That match was great. That women's match?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Fantastic. What are y'all's thoughts on Candela?
Bro, she's up next.
I agree. Soups? Any thoughts on Candela?
No, not yet. But you know, if both of y'all are saying it, I'm gonna follow suit. I'll just say she's up next too.
I think she has like she is like one of the only people who I've ever seen who can make that like rebound bottom rope springboard leg drop look good. Like,
Good. Yeah.
she's the only one. Everybody else, it looks so weak. Like, they get barely any momentum on it. They get barely any height. Then it looks like they just bump off the rope and like lightly fall on their opponent. But when she does it, and I think it's because when she times the rebound off of that rope perfectly, so she pulls herself up at the same time, so she gets more height and she's able to turn her entire body and like actually like make an impact on it. And I think, you know, that's awesome. that's you know, it's good to be able to do really unique things. And also she does that like that Último Guerrero,
The double carry submission.
Yeah.
It's so good.
So big props for that. That's
She
awesome.
rocks, kind of. That's awesome. The one person that stayed from CML's women's tryout matches last year.
Candela. You know, looking at this match too, like these are like 6 of the best Amazonas as well. Like,
Yeah.
No Yuya in the match, right? Just making
there was no in this match. Candela, Perse.
Okay,
You remember last year's Grand Prix when Reina Isis, like, I don't remember what she was going for, but she kind of messed up on a move and ended up like carrying her opponent in such like a fucked up way. Like, it looked like she was doing like this crazy neck breaker or something, but like it was just kind of like, I think she just lost her grip.
I remember what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, where she was kind of, I remember it now.
What a beast.
What the fuck is going on?
Yeah. Like it was very clearly not planned, and it wasn't like an intentional move. But it still looked awesome. I was like, whoa.
That was so sick.
It was crazy. And then obviously the main with the Team Halucha against Team Machamp. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that was just your classic trios banger.
What do y'all think?
I'm sad that no one dressed up as Darmanitan.
Hey, I'm sad nobody dressed up as like God, what's his name? My favorite Pokemon. My favorite Pokemon. Well, I think my new favorite Pokemon is that Mega Halucha, but my classic favorite Pokemon is Politoed. I really like Politoed. I think it's a chill Pokemon. It's a good rain dance. That's a really good ability, man. You set that up, some swift swimmers on your team. Hey, baby, you got a sweep going.
Bro's discussing Pokemon strategies on the Lucha Podcast.
Yeah.
Hey, back in the day,
you maxing IVs?
I was maxing IVs. I was maxing EVs. I was going for hidden abilities. I was going for egg moves. And none of this, like, I never played like when you say competitive, I never did like tournaments or anything like that. But I would love to go on Showdown and do random battles. And I would also, I mean, love. I have this friend who we would play like, and
Wi-Fi
you know,
local?
this is not even like basically like his console. We both have our consoles and we just play. And I actually got into EV and IV training and all that stuff because I wanted to whoop him. I wanted to teach him a lesson.
Oh man,
look, he was using some cheap Pokemon, some cheap strategies, bro. And obviously, a guy like me, I'm not taking that line down. So I'm taking every advantage I can.
Did he kill you with the Rattata with a focus sack? Is that why you're so mad? Is that why you started EV and IV training?
You know what? He didn't do that. In fact, I'm pretty sure I did that to him one time.
You sunk to some depths, bro.
Look, after that though, he started EV and IV training, and we kind of got on the same wavelength after that.
Iron sharpens iron. Yeah,
exactly.
I'm purely this is a cool little guy Pokemon aficionado.
Yeah, he looks cool.
I didn't even finish a Pokédex until the Scarlet and Violet ones. I really like those games, even though they got a lot of shit. They did get a lot of shit. Yeah, they had some performance issues, but
hey, they look good now.
Yeah, they look. Hey, they were fine. That was like one of the only. That was the most fun I've ever had. Like actually, like catching the Pokemon. Like
yeah.
because I could actually go and find them. Like you knew
You
where
play
they were.
Arceus, however we're saying.
I did, and I beat it, but I didn't like get the true ending because it was hard as hell, and I didn't want to spend any more time on it.
Fair.
I had a really good time with it though, and this is another little tangent. I'm just gonna say it right now. I was more excited for Arceus than I am for this one. That's coming out in like 2 days.
Yeah.
And it all has to do with just like the setting.
Yeah.
You know.
That feudal like Japan setting is
Yeah, and the thing
so
is,
good.
like, is this like modern? Is this supposed to be like still like the same XY modern day type of?
I think so.
See, I don't mind like these like the more like Western regions and stuff, but like they could have done that in a different time period too, and it would have been at another level of intrigue. Like you'd have done like the 1800s or something, 1800s France, model after that. Since it's
that would have been cool.
It's supposed to be like Paris, right? So I don't know.
Yeah, in this new game, they got the hostile architecture. They got the bench with like the homeless, the thing to prevent homeless people from sleeping on benches. Man, it's crazy, man.
God Almighty!
Oh, I thought you were about to say you can kill homeless people.
Even in even in Pokemon, you cannot escape neoliberalism, unfortunately.
Okay.
Which is to say, the hostile architecture. Not a fan of that, Benches are for sitting and for sitting comfortably,
Yeah.
Put me in charge. We're getting a lot more comfortable benches everywhere. I'm saying that right.
Putting couches outside instead.
I remember I went to Chicago last year, and I was riding the bus because I like public transport, and the bus stop.
You might be the first person I ever heard say that.
The bus stop didn't have like benches at it. I was like, this sucks,
dude.
Like,
that's becoming more and more common, which is insane.
Like, I had and the thing was too, like I had landed in the morning, and then I was going out, like I think I was going to get something to eat, and I was like, oh, I want to go to this area. I don't want to pay for an Uber. I mean, I had enough for an Uber, obviously, but I like the bus, I like riding buses. I like riding trains and subways and stuff like that. And I was just like, this kind of sucks,
Yeah. I like how you had to let us know you had enough money for an Uber.
Look, the number one thing people will say, dude, if you say, oh, I like riding the bus, I'll be like, because he doesn't have enough for a car. Hey, listen, man.
Yeah. Hey, man.
It's like that thing where I don't remember how it goes. Never mind. We'll skip over that. But listen, I don't ride the buses out of there are people who, and I think they are good for that reason, out of necessity, to provide an option for people to use public transportation. But public transportation also, I think, is good just to have, for people to have that choice, like.
Yeah.
I don't want to rent a car in Chicago. I don't want to rent a car, but then I also don't want to constantly be taking Ubers and stuff. I don't mind riding the bus. I don't mind riding the subway and stuff like that. I like that.
Yeah.
To me, that's one of the most appealing things of living in cities and stuff like that.
Uber's so pricey.
Yeah, and there's like two cities in the U.S. that have any sort of public transportation infrastructure, and it's like, if I go to them and use it, New York, and that one's falling apart.
Yeah, okay.
It's like New York, Chicago. Atlanta's public transportation infrastructure is pitiful. It's 2 train lines, one that goes north-south, one that goes east-west. And the buses are not very good, honestly. The MARTA buses are, questionable. But I like the train. The train takes you to the airport.
Shout out public transit, man, one time.
Super shout out public transit. We're so off topic. That's okay.
The Club Socialist podcast.
What'd you say, Philip?
You're getting the Go wrestling in 2025. We have Canek Jr.
God.
and Hijo de Canek
Oh man.
versus Máscara Año 2000, Máscara Año 2000 Jr. and Machote. Canek is officially wrestling a third match in 2025. Let's keep the ball rolling. I don't know how much longer he can wrestle, but let's keep it going.
Should we start talking about buses again?
About one match. Well, I gotta talk about one match that happened post Aniversario. Oh, we'll talk about Noche de Campeones first, I guess. Then we'll talk about the match that I want to talk about.
What we can just give some broad thoughts on Noche de Campeones. Favorite match, second favorite match.
Okay, favorite match, man. Sherlock versus Atlantis Jr. Of course. Atlantis Jr. is a bitch. You know, he had to be cheap, and you know, he had to use a roll up to win, even though he knew he was gonna lose at the next hold, so he had to do a roll up. Second favorite match of the night, Máscara Dorada versus Capitán Suicida.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
I don't think Atlantis Jr. is a bitch or anything, but I do agree those are my favorite matches.
I don't know, man. Having to use a roll up instead of using your own move to win, I don't know, man.
Look, sometimes you're given the opportunity. Yeah, sometimes you're given the opportunity to win in a way that maybe is spur of the moment, and you have to take it. at the end of the night, there's a W next to his name, and there's an L next to Shelho's name. So,
man, Shelho had a better match than Atlantis Jr. has had all year. A few days later.
I'm always very happy to see Shelhua clear these hurdles with such ease, like having like a big main event on a big show, and you kind of worry. Yeah, exactly. I was like, because we've
so
been
natural,
in like,
but CML won't push him.
Yeah, like Floke was in, I mean, below the ground floor and got us in, and so like we're inherently always rooting for him. And at some points, you kind of check and be like, "Are people going to get this? Like we get it?"
Yeah,
and then people fucking get it, and they love him. And like people were going nuts when he's doing the what is it like where he's doing the headstand and he's got his feet on it. Like yeah, and people are going nuts for that. I'm like, okay, like this, he's completely set, and like Floke was saying, like now it's just up for the top brass to see that he's the man.
That Lee Moriarty match was so good. Like we talked about
maybe
it
we should see Shelwa in main events instead of Dragon Rojo Jr.
He doesn't really get Friday main events so that often.
Not anymore, but you know, I would like to see Shelwa above match 2 on Fridays.
We'll get there. It takes a little while, you know. It took a little while for I think next year he's definitely getting more main events. Based on because I think if you look at it, right?
I mean, the opportunities he's getting internationally, I mean, Pro straight up announced Sherwa versus Hechicero on, Fantastica Mania UK. And, basically almost everyone is running Sherwa versus Hechicero before CML does. And I don't know.
They wait until next year. They're gonna make it big next year somehow. I don't know.
Dude, that's like that's honestly like a match you might put on a Saturday. Like they'll put on a random Saturday. That's the kind of match that they would do.
Yeah,
like a Coliseo Aniversario of Arena Coliseo.
Yeah, something like that.
Why? I'm very confused why Big Dave gave Mascara Dorada Captain Suicida 3.5. What the?
Dang, really?
Crazy. He's Mascara Dorada, Mark.
So, I mean, I think I kind of get what he's saying, non-complimentary, because as I was watching the match, it was very, this is how you do a match that is like that classic Best of the Super Juniors, like era inspired without, showing your whole ass and just doing a tribute match. Like they had the spots in there, but it wasn't, they weren't just like, okay, let's go do, Osprey Ricochet out there. Like they put a lot of their own flavor in it, and then I see like
Poison Ron onto the apron.
Dude, that was nasty. That was who does that shit?
Dude, I literally said Capitan Suicida took it like a Happy Wheels character, just fucking died, just died.
I was praying that they could do the one where that Capitan Suicida does with Ryder, where he does the tope con hilo into the head scissors. Yeah, into the tijeras. Like, if they could pull that off, God Almighty. Maybe if they a few more matches together and like I think they could. They just didn't that night. I think. But
it's a great pairing. Like they could run this match every week.
I thought that CMLL was going to send Capitan Suicida back to New Japan for the.
I thought you were going to say to the undercard.
Yeah, the junior tag league. But they're sending Templario. I was like, what the hell, man?
Dude. I don't know if Floki's just worn me down over time, but the shine's starting to come off Templario for me.
I still like Templario a lot.
I don't have a problem, dude. I'm surprised Templario got sent. What I'm wondering is how bad is the connection between like the actual New Japan heads in Japan and TJP that Templario's not even teaming up with TJP.
Yeah,
how bad is the relationship?
I mean, the thing is, like, not just that, but like, it feels like sometimes whoever's booking New Japan, because I'm pretty sure the people who are sent for these sorts of things are asked for, right? This isn't like like I think I've heard interviews people talk about they have to ask, like they obviously have to book you, like they want to bring you, right? And then like if you're available, obviously, like CMLL sends, but like I don't know, like sometimes I'm like Titan's there.
Yeah, Titan. No, here's the thing. I'm surprised Titan was working the Road 2 shows and the big event. And then he's not working the junior tag league.
He's not.
That's so funny.
Oh.
I thought he was I thought he was staying there. Who's he teaming with?
Was teaming up with Gato.
What? Who's booked? Look.
Wait, why is he teaming with Gato?
I don't know. They did some sort of angle where the War Dogs and the ex-LIJ members respect each other now or something like that.
Huh? That sounds awful.
This is like sometimes like I don't know. Like I feel like obviously I feel like there's probably like limitations. Obviously, like and you have to work within them. But sometimes I'm truly confused by. Maybe I just don't understand the Japanese like audience, right? Because sometimes I'm like they'll bring CMLL guys over and then like they'll do like some shows, but they won't really like do much, like like last year. I think it was last year, maybe it was earlier this year. No, I think it was last year when Mystico went over and did like one match with Hiromu, and then that was it. Then just left.
There was a couple build-up matches. There was a couple, but there was like 2 build-up matches. Then they had the title match, I think.
Yeah. But it was just like,
no.
All right.
Yeah, was it for the junior title?
Yeah.
Actually, I don't even know who last held the title, but yeah, I do remember something like that happening.
Yeah, dude, it's insane. Like I don't know, like what you were saying, Foos, like if it's our perspective that's wrong or like I don't know what it is, man. He's like he's such a guy that's fit. No, Captain Suicida is so fit to just be like that guy that you can just plug and play on any tour for like New Japan. He's like got that classic junior style that's like it's reductive to say he's like Hayabusa like because of his name and shit, but I mean, very, very clearly inspired by and moves like so incredibly smoothly and like it's just a style that is always perfect.
Like, sometimes I'm like, okay, there's like a lot of guys who I think would like very obviously, I mean, not only just get over, but like could work that New Japan style. And
like Futuro and Max Star, I think they could have easily done the junior tag league. Like they would have been a perfect fit. Imagine Futuro doing the head scissors where Max Star elevates him up and then he does it to the floor. Like imagine that. Imagine Futuro doing that and like I don't know, just any random night for the tournament, dude. It would get a bunch of retweets.
the thing is too, like they'll get like guys from like American indies and stuff, and it's like, like I get it, but
Yeah,
like,
man, Ninja Mac.
Yeah,
well, like
fucking hell.
you know, sometimes I'm just like, okay, like you know, but like it's not even like it'll be like okay, like American indie guy, CML guy, American. It's like 70-30, like 70% of the time it's like an American indie guy that they're bringing in as a guest.
Let's bring Robbie X back.
And then like you know, the of the 30%, 15% is Titan going to do some road 2 shows, and then like not
Maybe
like
do the best Super Junior.
not do like a program. Like they'll never bring them into like. And the thing is, like even if they went in and like they lose, like okay, that's fine. Like you can lose in another person's territory. Like you know, you can lose in Japan. It won't really affect you that much coming back.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't think he's ever challenged for either junior title. That's crazy. I don't think he's challenged for either.
He got to the finals of Best of Super Junior against Watto.
Yeah,
Master Watto. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think he's ever challenged for either.
That's crazy, dude.
Titles or the junior heavyweight. They might have done a one tag team challenge with him and Bushi. Maybe.
I remember watching that 2023 Best of the Super Juniors tournament and being like, Teton is like he's the future of like this partnership between New Japan and CMLL. Like he's next up for them. He hasn't done shit.
Maybe they're like very weary because they put a lot into Dragon Lee, and then Dragon Lee didn't really work out with them that much.
But I think Dragon Lee was always his goal was always more, you know, he wanted to do more international stuff. Titana's always been very blatant that he's very loyal to CMLL.
Yeah. I don't know. Look, I'm speculating. We're just speculating here. Obviously, we're just airing grievances. But I mean,
Hope Titan doesn't listen to this podcast.
we love Titan. Obviously, honestly, I would love if he just did like a face somebody for a belt and lose.
I would love if they did. I wish they would let him defend his CML title in New Japan.
Yeah, no, that would be awesome too. Like, look, I say this. You know, when I'll say, you know, I don't really, a lot of people get really up in arms when like, especially like when Mercedes won the belt or like when MJF won the belt, people get very up in arms about the belts. And it's like, these belts, like these CMLL belts, there's like a history of them being won by people in other promotions coming in like either on excursion or when they go to like, you know, they'll lose the belt. You know, they'll go challenge for the belt in Japan, lose it in Japan, then come back and then lose it in Arena Mexico. And it's like, this is very normal. Like Tanahashi, like there's been Universal, like CML Universal Championship, like top.
Oh yeah, Tanahashi won the Universal Championship tournament and then he tried to defend it and they, you can't do that.
Liger won it. You know, like it's okay. Like I think that for me,
Tama won the CML World Tag Titles with Terrible.
Yeah, he did. I'm pretty sure.
Man.
God, I mean, a lot of people have won CMLL belts, so I don't understand why people like they get so up in arms. They're like, oh, like especially one thing they love to like. People love to say this. I'm like, that just doesn't make any sense because they're like, oh, I thought you were 100% Mexicano. Like, oh, this is but you have foreign champs. What? Yes, that's how those belts work. Like they've always worked like this. What do you mean?
Yeah.
The only time I would get mad is if they make some bullshit excuse for a national title, because those have a strict rule of only Mexicans, like people that are Mexican can hold those titles. If something would happen with those, I would get it. But CML world titles and world historic titles can be held by foreigners.
And the thing is, too,
like, are the only ones I'm like, hold on, nope.
Give somebody some Arena Coliseo de Guadalajara belts, bro. Like, belt them up there.
Occidente belts? Occidente belts?
Yeah, the Occidente belts. Put those on them.
Look at us hold the middleweight title for like 1,500 plus days, and he hasn't defended even one. He has it rotting somewhere in his house.
Oh, I mean, but like, you know, I think some people like, I see. Well, maybe this is different, and it's very obviously different because I don't know the inner politics and workings of New Japan. But like when an outsider, when a foreigner wins a belt in New Japan, I see so much outcry all the time. And like if that were to happen in CMLL, well, first off, there's not a top belt that like, you know, is always been and always going to be the top belt, you know? But even if there was, like, if they've always done it like that, like, you know, it's not going to hurt my feelings.
I don't even think the Mexican fans understand that there's not a top belt, since they're always crying on Facebook about why what ¿Por qué Gran Guerrero todavía tiene el campeonato?
Yeah, like,
No lo defiende.
I would not be upset if, like, somebody from, like, if like Yoda Tsuji came over and beat Gran Guerrero for the heavyweight belt.
All right, hold on.
You know,
on his fifth attempt after trying like 3 other times and losing.
yeah. I was gonna say the next
That's
time he can do
long-term
it.
storytelling.
That's the new Hector Garza in Último Guerrero.
Yeah. Challenged 5 times, beat him on the 5th one though. Hey, look. At the end of the day, you get the belt. It doesn't matter how many times you try. But like, you know, I wouldn't even mind if like a top level like AEW guy came over. I mean, as long as they dropped it back to somebody else. But like, you know what I'm saying? Like it would be
Andrade.
Yeah, or if like he came in for an excursion, did like 3 weeks, you know. Week 1 he wins it, week 3 he loses it. All right, head on back.
Yo, hear me out. Give me Brody King versus Gran Guerrero.
See, that would kind of rule. Like that would actually be kind of awesome.
Gran Guerrero wins though.
I totaled up. Like they're smacking each other's chests.
Yeah, and just power bombs from the top rope for like 15 minutes.
just beasting on each other.
Yeah.
That would honestly
lose it to Akuma. Now that.
Oh man. Dude,
imagine if dude, they need to make that up. They need to do a Relevos Atómicos. They need to do Akuma and Los Gemelos Diablo teaming with Brody King.
God almighty, that would be crazy. Atómicos belts, I think Lucha pointed this out.
Someone go find those national Atomic. Where did the Psycho Circus or was it La Secta? Who has them?
La Secta. Yeah, then they won them, and then they're just like, all right, we're not doing this anymore.
Did you, like, a few months ago, like 2 months ago, when CMLL was like, yeah, now we have 4 guys in these factions. Has not like, I thought that was setting something up, and then it just
they were just letting you know.
They're just like
they were like, yeah, we were just joking around. It was a one-time thing. Even Rob Viper tweeted like, man, do you guys remember where, you know, maybe the Psycho Circus left those belts a long time ago, like back in like 2009?
Like maybe I don't know, maybe they were just telling us because it's like, well, in case, you know, you see one of these guys teaming with a different third guy, just know they're all cool. He didn't get replaced. Just sometimes he has the day off.
Yeah, he has the day. Dark Magic, he wasn't suspended. He just had the day off, and you know, Gallardo had to step in for him a little bit.
Gallardo, beast, bro. It's so beast. He's in Ciudad de Mexico now. Like,
dude, I'm so glad he relocated. Finally, we might get a culmination of his feud with Star Black.
Oh, Star Black, where the hell has he been? I haven't seen him on a Friday in forever.
I think it's because he's mainly been working like Tuesdays, and even then, he's just, you know, sometimes he's mainly working Martes de Glamour instead. I think we've honestly seen Explosivo more on recent shows than we've seen Star Black.
Yeah.
Which I'm not complaining. Explosivo's pretty good.
I think one thing that I do think is really like classic. I think it's funny in a way, but also it is like a bit you know, endearing, is when somebody, like, I see a lot of people who this year have just started watching CMLL like week to week, and like maybe like within the last few months, maybe like half a year, and they'll be like, you know, I've been watching for like 3 or 4 months, and this is the first time I've even seen this guy, and I'm like, there's a lot of guys like there's
yeah, dude. I feel bad for the people that are just barely tuning into the greatness of Rico Meta. That's what I feel bad about.
Dude, like this roster is so deep. Like when we talk about this, we're not just like gassing up, like just to gas up, right? Like this is an unbelievably deep, talented roster. But like there's a lot of guys who are like really good that we don't really see that much. Because I mean, there really is there's so many spots, first off, but there are a lot of shows. So like some guys, you know, will work.
They only get like 3 times. Like they work 3 times a month, maybe 2 times. Like, I mean, and then there's Sundays. The entire roster. Yeah. The minis get featured even less than the normal guys, so it's like so many spots you can fill. That's why that's why people in the lower cards, like, we haven't seen Cholo in like months. I'm sure there's like one Cholo stand that probably listens to this podcast, but
They're gonna get us.
he's still around.
I
Volvora, I haven't seen Volvora around in a while.
yeah, I haven't seen. Yeah, wow. Now that you mention it, yeah, wow.
Cerbero or Luciferno. I don't think we've seen
Yeah,
either
what
of
the
them.
hell? You're triggering so many memories right now. You're making me think like.
Anterita del Ring. Well, he works Guadalajara for the most part, but that's just whenever they like, hey, we need a leyendas match. It's like, all right, it'll work.
Yeah, I think he's been slowing down a lot.
Yeah, he same with no, actually no. Well, Satanico is Satanico.
Yeah,
I'm
so
never
like,
gonna I'm not gonna disrespect him.
that's like he's
He'll
like
turn me into a chess piece.
he'll make you an infernal. He'll send you to hell. But there's a lot of guys like there are so many people that like
Calavera. Ooh.
he just challenged for
No, did you not see what happened? Did you not see Lucha Parks 3?
yeah. They didn't make the weight.
Dude, they made a whole big deal about that which I think is the first time that CML has ever enforced that where it's like, hold on, you didn't make weight. Non-title match.
That's crazy. Maybe they were like, we're gonna
Like
put you
match,
we're gonna put you in the welterweight. We're gonna put you in with the welters. Have fun in the
Damn, that also reminds me, Magia Blanca is the national welterweight champion.
he was
Had a feud
primed.
with Rugido.
Yeah. He was teaming with Mystico. He was Mystico's new best friend, and then it just I don't know. I don't know what happened. Something maybe they just
Backstage politics and chitter chatter says that something happened between him and Volador, and that's why he went way lower down the card. That's what rumors saying. That's what rumors said.
we don't have any sources here. This is just what we read online. But
yeah, this is what I read from Facebook, of course.
the most trusted social media for Lucha Libre.
I mean, more than Twitter, I'll tell you that.
For sure. Look, I don't know. Magia Blanca did that. I saw he made it to Torreon for the Banditos show.
Dude, he was booked in Arena Mexico. Immediately left. Had to get on. He took a plane. Boom, made it to the show. Crazy.
That's awesome. I saw that show drew very well too.
It did. There was some other matches on there. I think there was a pretty good match between Hija de Gatubela and Lady Shadow on there too.
We'll have to.
They're all uploaded on Angelito El Elegante's channel.
He put them up already?
Yeah, they're all up. He puts them up like hours of like after like a couple hours after they air. Yeah,
I'm gonna have to watch them tonight. All right, we're like an hour and 20 minutes in. We gotta roll through.
Yeah. All right. The Sherwa match that I was talking about that was better than Atlantis Jr. versus Sherwa. This happened in Nuevo León. This is my match of the year. I don't think anything is gonna beat it just because this is what I love about Lucha. The match was on Princesa Suheit's 29th anniversary as a wrestler. And the match was Eric Ortiz and Charles Lucero versus Sherwa and Virus.
That match was really good.
Man, dude, this is my match of the year. Like, oh my god. Just straight up, just like 30 minutes of just, full Yabel. Like, these dudes just brought their A game, and they just generally some of the best technical work I think I've seen this decade. And just like, man, just if anything, if I have to say like any matches of the best of Sherwa's career, I would have to say this one, man, because this match is just fucking fantastic. Like, not only that, but after it was like a tie for the third fall, because there was a draw for the third fall. They were like una caída más, and they actually did a fourth fall, which, oh my god, that fourth fall, even though it was shorter, man, you could tell because it was like, they're doing a fast pace, they're trying their hardest to win. Eric Ortiz slightly messed up, but it kind of felt like, hey, he's the intensity is here, he's trying to win this match very badly, and then then they finally won. Oh my god, just Perfect match. Honestly, probably the only match I would say this year that I would say is 5 stars for me. Just love this match, and I can't wait to see Shenwa versus Virus whenever that happens. Just fucking awesome.
That was a really good match on that Princesa Suhei show. Like that was really good. It made my my list of my 10 favorite from September.
Dude, I wish there was more available footage of Eric Ortiz besides some of the Monterrey matches because he's so good. Like I wish I wish Riot Lucha was actually accessible and watchable, but the
Careful
owner
now.
doesn't like putting them up on streaming services. It's like I want to watch Eric Ortiz versus Bandito. I want to watch his matches versus Rene Rox, and I want to watch his match. I want to see all of his matches on Riot, but Riot apparently doesn't like putting up their matches anywhere. So
You're gonna get fried on Twitter for that now. they're gonna
by who,
QRT you.
Fredo?
No, by Riot.
Fredo's gonna.
Yeah.
No, Fred. Yeah, Fred Ork is the one that runs it.
Yeah, he's gonna fry you on Twitter. Like they did Rob the whole time.
Man, even Rob said they don't specify like, hey, we're gonna put up our shows. They never make any announcements, man. Even SCW, the Michoacan promotion, somehow got a streaming service before Riot did. Like, come on, man. Everybody's like ahead. Even Lucha Memes is ahead of you. Like, how are you gonna let Daniel Ledesma, be ahead of you when he was the one that was so strict about any of his shows being put up besides like on the Mas Lucha channel? Just with the times,
know.
put your shit up on YouTube or Patreon. I'd pay the $10 a month if you put them up.
Put it up for like $20. That's the sweet spot.
I'd still if he puts all of the Riot library up there, I would pay the 20 months because there's a bunch of matches that from Riot shows that I was like, damn, this looks good, or damn, this sounds fantastic, but there's no way to watch them.
Mm-hmm. A wealth of riches, but no way to watch them.
Yeah. Let's see what other stuff happened.
Amazonas, very quickly, my thoughts on the Amazonas month. There's been a lot of good in it, but the last 2 Friday shows I thought have been a little, they've hit a little less than, I don't know. What I'm saying is I hope this Friday they need to really show out. They really need to show out this Friday, I think.
Don't worry. Got some of the foreign women here, so I think, hopefully things shape up a little better.
Yeah.
What other shows happened? I mean, I have a couple matches I would like to talk about. The Torneo I think it was. I don't want to say what was the name of the tournament. I think it was called. Was it Bestia del Ring? That's Rush's dad. It was something del Ring, but it was a tournament that SCW held. It was a 2-night tournament. Pretty sick. There was it's available. You just got to go to SCW's Patreon. It's like $7 a month, I think. And they'll become available for you, or you can just pay the pay-per-view for those specific shows, and you can watch them. But yeah, there was some sick matches on there. SCW also held another show that had Ayako Hamada versus Suzu Divine. Really good match. There was also another match. The main event for that show was Hija de Gatubela versus Jesse Jackson. Also another really good match. I'd recommend those 2 matches. Also up on their Patreon. SCW has another show coming up that has Poison Jr. defending his SCW World Championship versus Brian La Bomba Villa. That should be good. If you've never seen Brian La Bomba Villa, he's this big fat dude, but he's awesome. He's awesome. Yeah. And also from the Torneo del Ring, Brian Villa versus Herodes Jr. That was another sick match from that tournament.
I was gonna say, do you remember that time that somebody tweeted they were watching AAA and they saw Gio Hamburguesa and they said, "Who's this big fat guy?"
Oh, yeah, I have the tweet book, but let me find it. Oh, I love that tweet.
That was so funny.
I think they were watching the Alberto versus Vikingo cage match, and they were like, "Oh yeah, it says some fat guy just came in and attacked the throne and then literally just left the
Oh, that's funny.
I love that tweet. That's a great tweet.
I like Nino Burguesa too.
Let's
You know,
see.
not to hate
I
on him.
do. He's all right. He's all right. He's an acquired taste wrestler, I would say. Um, what other indie shows? Ooh, Tonali versus Idol Boy. They had another match in Rompiendo Madres. Great match. I would say probably their best in their, what are they now, on their fifth, sixth match? One of their matches, but it was really good. Um, there was also an apuestas between Avisman and Eragon. It was a Máscara versus Caballera. Great match. Just happened like I think a week or two ago, but lots of intensity. There was a good amount of blood. Um, and I mean, Avisman for me just keeps securing that wrestler of the year spot. So
I've heard really good things about that
shout out
match.
Avisman.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're not the
really
only one who's mentioned how good that one is. So I'll have to check it out.
Yeah, that one was good. That one's on the Master Lucha channel. There was a Porros of it. It was Ovet Jr. and Lunatic Extreme versus Hijo de Elea Park and La Parca, and I mean Elea Park Jr. That one was really good. If you like a brawling, just a bunch of brawling nonsense. Foos, did you end up seeing the Zona 23 clip that was going around?
Which one?
The one where Lunatic Extreme started like they were throwing shoe punches in the
Oh yeah,
fucking
yeah, yeah,
junkyard.
yeah.
Dude, that clip was insane. I watched that match. Very good. Dude, I was genuinely surprised because what's that guy? I think it's Centurion. Centurion started throwing shoe punches because Lunatic Extreme was trying to make him bleed with a light tube. And then he got pissed off and he actually started throwing shoe punches and then all of those porters started fucking ganging up on him.
That's awesome.
I have to watch
Hey
it.
man. Lunatic Extreme explained his reasoning. He was like, "Hey man, we came here to the junkyard to bleed and beat the shit out of each other. We're not actually throwing shoe punches. We're trying to make each other bleed." So I can understand his reasoning. Um, Other indie matches, Lucha Memes. Lucha Memes had a really good Tonali versus Lemus match. You should check that out. It's from last month, I believe it was like the 7th. That same show has Avisman versus Eros. Really good technical match. Another great match for Avisman. And then probably the best match from that show for me was Judas el Traidor versus Suzy Divine. Dude, that match, Avisman, I mean not Avisman, Judas, well both Judas and Avisman just understand, like they just fit the role of like old guy with experience that will beat the shit out of you. If that makes any sense, like there's just some wrestlers like, they're veterans and just seeing them beat up younger wrestlers, it's just, you know, awesome. Just awesome thing that happened. Like, I'm sure you guys can come up with another example or two.
Of
Yeah,
indie
just
matches.
wrestlers that are old and can.
Oh,
No, just like older wrestlers that like whenever you see them beat up younger wrestlers, it's just like so awesome.
oh, yeah, very, very. I mean, one guy that comes to mind, dude, of old guy who beats the hell out of people. Your goat, Hijo the Fishman. Um, he beats up Máscara Sagrada, uh, the new one, a lot. But I get what you're saying though. Yeah, yeah. Like the older vet just beating the dirt off of maybe not even a rookie, but the rising star. And it's a good like trope, I think.
Yeah, it's great. I haven't seen the recent Lucha Meme show, but there was a Máscara Dorada match on there.
Against Calibos?
It catch my eye. Yeah, Calibus, he just came back from a recent tour in Japan.
I've heard very
He was
good things about that
working
match.
in
Yeah.
Noah. Galibus is a great wrestler. He just, unfortunately, like I've said before, the Mexican indie scene isn't great, so there's not really like too much of a spot to solidify him. And obviously there's CML and you can work Naucalpan, AAA if you want to, join the Fed eventually, but I'm not sure how many wrestlers want to do that. And let me talk about the card, the card for the CML versus Lucha Meme show that they announced in Arena Lopez Mateos. That's happening next month. Let me go over that briefly. Okay, so we have a few matches. I'm gonna go strictly for the CML matches because I know that's what most of you care about. We have Yutani versus Cachorro de Guerra. That should be great. Yutani,
I don't think we've talked about him enough on the podcast, but amazing, like really good wrestler. Can't wait to see what he eventually does. Later on in his time in CML. Villano Tercero Jr. versus Rey Espartano. Great match. Rey Espartano is another really underrated name in the indie scene. Virus versus Belial. That could be a very good brawling match or a very good technical match. We'll see what they decide to do. This is probably the most surprising match for me because I swear I felt like this person would have been blacklisted by CML. But Neon versus Miedo Extremo. Surprisingly, Miedo Extremo was allowed to work with CML talent, so that's an interesting match. Sherwa versus Feroz, like I just mentioned, Feroz had a great match against Abisman. Barbosa versus Caballero de Plata. If you don't know, Caballero de Plata frequently wrestles in IWRG. He's currently their welterweight champion. Barbosa, obviously, a member of Galeon Fantasma. Then the main event is Máscara Dorada versus Aero Boy. And if you haven't, I feel like I've raved on about this rivalry enough, but Aero Boy has had a great series of matches against Tonali this year, so I'm sure he's going to have a fantastic one against Máscara Dorada.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, you should watch the whole show on IWTV whenever it comes out.
I also have heard, speaking of Noah, that Golpeadores versus Daga and who's the other guy?
Daiki.
Daiki. I heard that was a really good match.
Yeah.
I saw a clip of the finish, and I was like, that was a great finish. I haven't watched the full match yet, though, obviously, but
I watched it. Very, very good match. One of the best. I would say probably the second best of that week. Whenever I would consider Lucha, but actually I did put I put my top four Lucha matches of that week of this previous week. That was my second favorite one. My first favorite, my top one, I would consider it Lucha since it technically was for a CML belt. Suzuki versus Koguma from the Stardom show that they had. I think it was for the CML Japan Women's Championship. Awesome match, awesome match, and I can't wait to see them on this Friday's CML show, and also in the Grand Prix, obviously. Definitely worth checking out though too.
Yeah, the Grand Prix is coming up next week. Wow.
For
The month
next
is
week.
flying by. The month is flying by.
Yeah, and then this week we have obviously Mercedes Monet versus Persephone for the CML Women's World Championship.
You think Persephone wins, or do you think?
No, I don't think so. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think so.
I don't
No,
know who
not
beats
yet.
her. Obviously, I feel like
I don't think
Catalina
they
would
put-
be
I
a
don't-
better choice to beat
Yeah.
Mercedes. Because, and I say that because, like, I don't know. I just feel like Catalina, and then I mean, if they want to go from there, they can do Perse, Catalina, and then Perse eventually wins it. But like, I think Catalina against Mercedes, I think Catalina should win because I don't know.
I think every like title match right now is I'm just basing it off. Do I think Mercedes? How much longer is this Mercedes belt collector run going? That's why I'm just like, yeah, Perse's probably not winning.
Yeah, I saw that she filed for a trademark for Ultimo Monet, so I think we will have this belt collector storyline going a little bit longer.
Yeah. So I was like, I definitely don't see Persa winning just yet, unless, knowing CML, they're gonna put like Mercedes versus Lluvia.
Hey, come on, man!
Hey, come on now.
You don't will that into existence.
You know damn well Julio Cesar Rivera is cooking that up in the back of his mind. He's like, more Lluvia, more Tessa. That's what his booking mind is thinking every single day during the month of October.
No, please
Oh,
no.
and then the
I
other
wonder what
big
sort
match
of
on the
gear
show,
she'll wear. I wonder what sort of gear
Scotty
Mercedes is
versus
gonna wear.
Yasu.
Scotty,
Oh, hopefully.
Scotty.
Honestly, if Scotty doesn't win, close down the company, man. Let's close it down.
I feel like Scotty has to win. I don't know.
Scotty,
This was such a.
I think.
It was such an out of nowhere kind of like. I was convinced it was gonna be Zauxis, and then I would have been like Zauxis.
Yeah,
is
I thought
winning.
like almost every
But then no, it wasn't
almost
Zauxis.
everyone thought. Yeah.
But I do
Hey,
wonder
man,
what
at least
what if Zauxis
runner-up
beats
again.
Mercedes Monet? I don't
Will
think
they
they'll
put
do
the belt
that.
back?
No, I don't think they will. I don't know what they're gonna do with Zauxis for a while now. I mean, she's obviously one of the best. I think she's one of the best Amazonas, but like, what are they gonna have her do? I wonder.
She just exists. She just exists. Oh, she'll probably whenever Dark Silhouette comes back, they'll probably reunite them.
Oh yeah, they have that storyline.
Because they were doing the whole Las Infernales with
Yeah.
with Yuvi and Haruchita, but then it got cut off because Celsius was injured for a bit. Then Dark Silhouette recently got injured in Japan. So now it has to be pushed further back.
Yeah. Have you guys noticed? I think I mentioned this. Have you guys noticed that ain't really been too many CMLL guest spots on ROH AEW since All Out?
I don't watch ROH.
Yeah, I'm not locked into ROH
Oh.
like that, but
This is a conversation for another place, then I guess.
for your ROH podcast.
Like I guess the Club of Honor. The Club of Honor.
Oh, that's it. That's kind of hard. Yeah.
But yeah, maybe they're just taking a break from it for a bit. Better. Sometimes better to not use them than overexpose.
Let
I
it
guess.
breathe. Yeah.
ROH has some good people on it anyway. I'm not gonna hate on ROH.
Do we want to lock in our early predictions for who wins the Grand Prix?
Let's give it a week. I need to see how things shake out this week.
What do you mean you need a week? There's the same people that have been announced, man.
But I need to see what the results from this week are before I see what
He's
the
got to
wins
do the
are.
math.
Yeah, I gotta get my math. I gotta get my calculus.
I mean, Reina Isis is in it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. I'll lock it in again. Back to back.
she goes back to back.
Scott. I feel like not Soups. Foos is doing the math where it's like if Scotty wins, then India Sioux is winning the Grand Prix. And India Sioux wins, Scotty's winning the Grand Prix. You know what? I'm gonna go crazy. I'm gonna go with a crazy ass just prediction. I'm gonna go with one of the. You know what? I'm gonna just go with Mina Shirakawa winning the Grand Prix.
I can see that. I don't think that's that crazy.
Yeah, that wouldn't be crazy.
That's not. Oh, have we ever had a foreign women's Grand Prix winner? I don't think
now they're gonna do it.
I don't know.
That's why I feel like that's why I'm saying a crazy prediction because I don't think we've had an internet. Actually, no, wait. Did Daddy's ever win the Grand Prix? God damn it,
Oh man, Tekla's winning, man.
Tekla, dude, the Triangle of Madness. What are they gonna do? What are they gonna do?
They're gonna win all three of them.
Sky Blue is winning the Grand Prix. Like it is.
Like, I don't think they're bad, but for me, they seem very much more like, I don't know, maybe more like hardcore, like they're like street fight. Like,
Tekla's pretty good, but
yeah,
the other two, they just kind of can fall through tables really good.
Yeah, I feel like Tekla would be more fit for like a Zona 23 show. She'd probably do real well there. That's not I'm not saying that as an insult, but
that's a compliment. Yeah.
Bally's did win.
She could thrive,
Bally's won in 2022.
All right, yeah, lock it in. I'm doing foreign winner.
All right, let me see. Okay.
That's how your prediction.
2021 Silueta, 2022 Dallas, Tessa won 2023.
Oh fuck! Never mind. Oh god.
You're switching back.
Tessa won. Yeah, I'm switching back. Catalina waiting for Team CML. Lock it in.
Possible. Very possible.
Do I want to go with the obvious, very likely winner of Lluvia, or do I want to, maybe take a slight risk and say Catalina?
I remember when Reina Isis won last year. Holy.
That was like a miracle.
That was moment of the year for me.
I'm gonna just go with a random pick. I'm gonna just go with international win. Hazuki wins. Why not? That's my final prediction.
I don't have a prediction yet. I'll give one. I'll give one soon. I gotta see where the Like a domino
don't
fall.
do that because we know you're just gonna lock in Uvia. We know you are.
No, wait a minute. I want to say.
You want to lock in Fred.
Let me look at it again. Maybe Zalxis could win.
She could. Anyone could win.
She could win.
Yeah, anyone. Yeah. I feel like you're alone there, though. I feel like not many people would predict Soxies.
Kanji could win.
Kanji could win.
For what? The one Repro fan we have in our server?
Shoko Nakajima could win.
Hey, that'd be on it. That'd be base as hell.
MLW Shoko Nakajima?
You know what?
Remember the Informa, they put MLW for Shoko Nakajima instead of DW.
I'm going to say, you know what? Lock me in. This is pure faith. Zalxis will win.
All right.
I think you said that last year too.
Yeah, I'm just about to get it. I think
I'm always betting on Zalxis.
You said Soxies last year. I think I said Dark Silhouette last year, and I got it wrong. And I think Soup's got it right.
Yeah. What did I say?
I mean,
I don't think you're gonna get it. I don't think you're gonna get it right this year.
Well, yeah, I'll stay by it though, just in case.
He threw a Hail Mary and literally like.
Oh yeah, she was wide open downfield too.
Crazy. Mina Shirakawa though, if it's Team World, Mina.
I think that's the best pick for Team World.
If not, Zalxis. Yeah.
I don't know, man. I heard Foos wants Julia Hart to win from the international.
Hey, wait a minute. We do gotta wrap this up. We've been going an hour 46. We're about to do 2 hours. All right. Any last thoughts? Any last thoughts?
Sherwa versus Venus is happening in a really good looking hardcore show, which also has a bunch of other sick matches on it. Watch Tonali versus Baby Extreme whenever it comes out. Ultra Pro Wrestling. I'm not gonna tell you where, but just find it and watch it. Because Tonali is the indie GOAT and my favorite wrestler.
Soups?
No thoughts. Just thinking about Bandito, really. That's all. Nothing specific. He's got me all fucked up. I'm just thinking about Bandito. I'm stuttering like a fool over here.
What a guy, that Bandito. Oh my god. He's a beast. He's a true beast.
Yo, is he actually hurt or am I getting worked this whole time?
I think you're getting super worked.
I didn't even know he was hurt.
I think you're getting ultra worked.
The shoulder thing, and then everyone's like, yeah, no, he might not they might relinquish the titles. I'm like, no way, man.
I think that everybody was getting mega worked on that one. And I was actually really surprised to see how many people were getting worked by the Bandito shoulder. Because, people were like, oh, my God.
I went back to rewatch it, and Hechicero just works the arm the whole time.
The thing was, literally I think somebody replied to me, and I forgot to reply back to him. So if you replied to me, if this was you replied to me, and I apologize, but this is my reply here. When they said, somebody asked, did they show the shoulder getting dislocated? And it was he was just working like a shoulder submission.
Did the I hate to just say the penta arm break kind of move. He wrenched back on it.
Superstar penta?
No. But yeah, it did that kind of shit. Then they brought the doctor out and stuff.
And then Bandito, they were gonna wrap it up, and then Bandito ripped off the bandages, and he was like, yeah.
Yeah.
And they just did that last bit. And then he did a meet and greet with the Jaguars 3 days later. It was a Monday night game.
That's
I'm pretty
so
sure.
Beast.
And
wait, there's no way he's hurt if he just worked this past weekend.
Yes, because he was working indies, right?
He worked in Torreon.
He worked the Sky Team versus Gravity, Bandito, and Magia Blanca match. He worked that.
And he had a tag team match last Dynamite too.
Yeah, I guess Okada Takeshi. It was just setting up that match. I think it was really just it was a good way to set up that match, And then in the rematch, Bandito and Brody King, they're gonna go over because they're gonna be like, well, Bandito's 100% now, so like,
dude,
they're winning. 100%.
There's nobody doing it like this dude. Like, he's working angles, cross promotions. Everyone's locked in on him.
Hey, I'll tell you this. I'll say it like this. Right? This is gonna be my most hated thing I'm gonna say all podcasts. This is what I'm gonna say. A certain other promotion was gloating about how they worked everybody with their injury that was called out. I mean, quite literally like the same day that, if you followed it, Dave was calling out, that wasn't a real injury. It's a work. This injury work was so good. People were like, oh my God, is he really hurt? I'm going to just say it like that. This one convinced more people than the fake Seth Rollins injury. I'll say that.
And I'm still not convinced it's fake. Or I don't know which way to lean.
Yo, I thought you were talking about the crash for a second. I was about to say, did Demet have a freaking injury whenever he faced Andrade?
I'm talking about that. I think
Demet was working the marks.
What were they calling it? I think ESPN published an article. It was like the ruse of the century or something. And I remember
my God.
Dave was like, Dave Meltzer retweeted it, and he was like, I don't know how much of a ruse it was. We reported that it was a work like the next day, and I was like, come on, man.
Isn't he isn't he legit hurt now?
Yeah, I think that's what they're saying. He's
actually Seth Franklin.
Seth Franklin
Rollins.
I will say, I saw a spot where he did
that headbutt was pretty sick. I
thought he was like,
that's what he got hurt on.
Yeah, I was like, I didn't know they allowed that. I did not know that they allowed that in the WWE. So, you know what? Kudos. I give my kudos. Yeah. I'm not, again, I'm not the biggest fan, but I give credit.
Man, it would have been way cooler if someone like Shane McMahon did it.
Shane McMahon. I've never seen a coast. I mean, I don't think I've seen coast to coast headbutts like that.
Yeah. Yo, get Shane McMahon in the CML Grand Prix next year. Let me see something. Let me see this guy die.
He's going to do...
He would try to take a bump on the ramp and he'd probably pass out.
Yeah. Oh, man.
I mean...
We need to see it.
Yeah, I remember that clip where, like, he was just trying to jump over the Miz and he blew out both ACLs.
Yeah, that's that shit I'm trying to see in Arena Mexico.
That might be like the best. Like, that might be like a top 3 wrestling clip from that year.
That was crazy. I remember seeing that and I was like, all right, man.
Jump, does a leapfrog.
Yeah, blows everything out.
It's tragic, but
sometimes it happens.
Hey man, Snoop Dogg had to step in.
Anyway, from what I've seen, the Bandito injury was actually working a lot of people because people were like, "Oh my God, Bandito's hurt. I hope they don't have to I hope he gets better soon." I was just like, "Man, that fool is not really hurt." Like,
this is insane that you're not worked by it. By the way,
yeah, that is kind of crazy, isn't it?
I knew that it was work. I even mentioned Foos in the event discussion channel, and I was like, just watch, Foos is gonna fall for it.
Yeah, no, Foos is on the other side. He Freaky Friday'd me, man. I'm out here. I'm praying for him every night.
Look, when he got up and he tore off,
worked every single time Viano does that.
When he tore off those bandages, I was like, okay, yeah, this is a good bit. Like, they're doing a good bit. He's not really hurt, but this is a good bit. But he's not hurt. Definitely.
I'm surprised you weren't worried since the last time Viano did that. You were like, "Oh my God, Viano." No.
I'm more freaked out by leg injuries because I feel like leg injuries happen more spontaneously than I am like
Kingo ones.
Yeah, like if I see like a bad like bump like with a leg or something, like your leg gets. I swear to God, half the time I think I'm like, oh my God, this guy's cooked. His leg just folded out under him, and then he just gets up, and I'm like, can't spot an injury very well, but. Or if like somebody takes a crazy like back bump, like if somebody takes like a crazy like when
an Eric Ortiz bump on the apron,
I'm just like, oh, they're cooked. They're gonna stop the match. They're fried, and then they get up and they keep going, and I'm just like, they're very strong. But all right,
shout out to everyone that does an Eric Ortiz bump, man.
I was gonna say, I think we're at the end of this one, an hour 54. I hope I can render this whole thing. Should be okay, I think. But All right.
Oh, hold on. We have to do Aficionado of the Week.
The what? Aficionado of the week.
Aficionado of the Week. Yeah.
Y'all have any nominations? I don't remember who was last. I don't remember who picked last.
I think I did.
Did you pick in the single episodes that you did?
I didn't pick. No, out of respect for democracy,
No.
I didn't pick anybody. I pick. I mean, I can pick. I can pick right now, though. I guess if we want to restart, then you can get the next one.
Whoa! I thought I picked.
Oh,
I thought it was me.
Oh no, I don't remember. Look, you
sure?
take it. All right, you got it. I'll take the next one then.
All right. Well, aficionado of the week. Okay, give me a second. Let me check Twitter. Let me see who's tweeting about Lucha.
He's checking the PayPal. See who paid him.
Yeah.
You know, we're getting payola for aficionado of the week. Send me, buy a shirt off the shop. You get it.
Buy a shirt. Your chance is like 0.5% if you buy. Dan the Man on Twitter, you are aficionado of the week.
Yeah.
With the mini octagon, with the pequeño octagon profile picture.
Beast. You heard it here.
Octagon.
Oh, a very prestigious club. I mean, we've only done like 5 aficionados of the week.
Yeah, we forget every other episode to do one.
Yeah. That makes it more prestigious.
Yeah, true.
This is like, do you know how people listen? Do you know how people like love, like, it's a rite of passage for wrestlers to get a Ribera jacket? It's a rite of passage to get the Club Lucha Aficionado of the week.
That's awesome.
We got to do, listen, this would be so crazy if we kept track of every week we did Aficionado of the Week. And then after a full calendar year, whoever wins Aficionado of the Year, we send a Club Lucha Aficionado of the Week jacket. We get them custom made.
The Universal Champion.
That'd be crazy. We have to make some serious strides. What are you saying, Flo? I rudely interrupted you.
Are we making Are we making Club Lucha jackets too?
That would be crazy. So yeah, I think that's about it for this episode. Everyone, thank you for listening very much. Aficionado of the Week, congratulations, and we will be back very soon.
Man.
Yeah, Dan the Man will be back very soon with another episode. Thank you all so much. We'll see you next time.
Bye.